I've worked at Coutts for 10 years now, and as a child I was brought up in Italy, in Tuscany. We used to go and pick all our vegetables, fruits from the garden. I've always dreamt of having a garden within our own restaurant where we could go out and pick and get the food to the plate within just a few hours of picking the produce. I brought in Richard Vine, who's a gardening consultant. He was behind the movement of micro vegetables, micro salads, and he was the best in the business. And that's where I thought we could tie up my dream with Richard coming in to try and create this amazing garden on our balcony. We've got alpine strawberries, we've got angelica, French lavender, English lavender, all sorts of varieties of herbs, chocolate mint, pineapple mint. We also grow tomatoes. My key priorities in the garden are to have seasonal produce, to pick the produce and get it to the plate within 3 hours. The garden's really changed the way we cook here at the Strand. We change our menus monthly, and we used to do a dish and that would be the way we would do the dish for the whole month. But now we change the dishes as the month goes on, depending on the vegetables that we've got. All the young chefs can come out, pick their vegetables, pick their herbs. They're seeing what the produce looks like from seed to plant.
Well, my inspiration behind the garden was quite simply Peter Fiore. Worked with Peter for a number of years. His culinary excellence is legendary. His passion for fresh produce is second to none. Well, the creation of the garden had various elements to it. We wanted to have an English traditional feel to it, so we had cornflowers, English lavender, obviously the location, so we had to understand the weather conditions at different times of the year, understanding the needs of the kitchen, and trying to marry that with a high visual impact. So it was all of those three elements came together to make it what it is today, and it's actually still developing. All the planters that you see in the garden were made by the Clink charity, which is a restaurant attached to HMP Highdown in Surrey. So all of the planters here have actually been made by inmates of HMP Highdown, and it's a fantastic contribution to the Coutts Garden project. As the garden developed, what was amazing was the increasing number of bees, ladybirds, butterflies, moths, just about everything that you could expect to find is actually finding a home on the Coutts garden. The importance of creating a garden like this and green spaces in an urban environment is absolutely priceless.
I'm one of the butlers in the fine dining department. I've been here 2 years, looking after the clients and bankers on a regular basis. I'm proud of everything I serve. You can go outside, look at the plant, see the strawberries, and then the next minute it's on the plate.
Some of the reactions I had was that people could not believe what they were seeing. They are quite puzzled because they can't imagine that on a building like this you have a roof garden, and even that is not a huge big space, but we made the most out of it.
The feedback we've had back from our clients has been amazing. I love explaining to the clients their menus and actually telling them that the food that they're eating has come from the Skyline garden.
My favorite part of the garden is the department with all the fresh mint growing here on that roof, and the chefs can go out in the garden and get the herbs that they need for their products to do. And you can't get any fresher than just go out, cut it and go back in the kitchen.
You get the sun, you see the chefs watering it, and you're part of an amazing project. The Skyline garden is something unique. It's a place in the bank for us to enjoy, it's for the clients to enjoy, and it's something for us to take pride in.
The Skyline garden up here is absolutely one of the most exciting things I think that I've ever seen in this industry. When great ideas appear, they're usually obvious at the outset. When Peter first came to see us and say, I want to build a garden on the roof, he didn't really have to go on to the second sentence. We just said, Peter, great idea, get on and do it. Working with Clink and doing things slightly on the philanthropic side as well, the sustainability argument, the environmental argument that came with it as well. Something that can inspire and excite our customers every single day, be used every single day. Fantastic, I love it.
For me, having the garden here is my dream come true. It's my childhood. I've got my own garden now at Coutts. I feel immensely proud.